What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel in my final round of the day out here for some snow golf. Continuing on with the Villages series, finishing up today with kind of the way I started. Usually what I do is I start off with basically a par 3 shorter executive, 2 kind of regulation standard, they're called championship courses in the Villages, 2 9-holes, and then I usually finish up what I'm doing here with basically a par 3 executive to finish up. So as for this video, we are playing El Diablo. This is a level 3 executive course. Basically there's 4 levels of executives, 1 through 4, 1 being the easiest, 4 being the most challenging. So in theory this is towards more challenging. Usually it just means there's more like hazards, water, a little bit longer shots, but still par 3 with 1 or 2 par 4s if that mixed in. This course is located at 2381 Enrique Drive. So we're gonna give it a go. Haven't been playing super great back here today, but kind of to be expected with the snow. Had to change around some of my settings with the snow and the way the R10 was situated to get some more accurate distances and better reads from the R10. Still kind of in between if I have things quite right, but I'll likely go back to, once all the snow melts, once we get more towards springtime here, go back to settings that I know work really good and I've been using for months on end versus coming out here on a single day like today and kind of switching things around. But it is what it is. Run down like usual, Garmin Approach R10 behind me in a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, going with the pink Callaway Super Soft balls today for a little bit of a change up. DIY stance mat, that's snowy, wet and slippery, 10x7 nets, and home tee here you're seeing here within the Garmin golf app. So getting right into it, first hole par 3, 151 down 150. Just gonna go 9-iron. Basically, I mentioned in the first couple videos at this point, but what I do when I have to change things around or I feel like things aren't quite right for whatever reason with the R10, usually I just pull out 1 or 2 clubs that I know my distances really well. So usually I know this 9-iron anywhere between 150 and 160, usually right around 150, 155. I just change around settings and switch around the R10 or whatever until I get distances on the R10 driving range of about 150, 155 with this, and then when I get 1 club dialed in, I'll go down to like my pitching wedge or start with the pitching wedge, and I know that pitching wedge is usually right around 130, 135. So for any of you guys out there that maybe you switch around your settings or switch around your setup, if you're wondering kind of what I do to dial things back in, usually just pick out 1 or 2 clubs that I know my distance is on, and then once you dial those in, usually the rest of the bag will follow. So here we go. Straight air from what I was doing today, but I popped that up and it was thin. That's gonna have to go. Been swiping across it, leaving everything slicing out to the right today. Not sure if some of the switching around of the R10 has anything to do with that, if it's just my horrendous swing. Probably some of both, but 17 yards, we're in the rough, gonna go 60. A little bit stabby, a little bit left, and we got a no read. That was the whole reason. Hindsight, I probably should have just left things the way they were, but I was getting a lot of no reads like that with the snow out here when I first came out, so changed things around, took extra time. Probably should have just left things right. Would have been one less thing to think about as I've been playing, but give this another shot here. Hit that one a little heavy, but it accelerated through. And we got another no read. On the bright side, I do think my theory, my continuous theory of when it's been foggy or super humid or a little bit of rain like mist, or for example with this with snow, for whatever reason the extra moisture in the area and in the air, definitely snow being a lot of moisture, seems to mess with the R10 compared to a nice dry bright sunny day. Not sure if any of you outdoor users have experienced similar results, but that's been my experience with the R10. Hit that one better, but that was probably closer to 14 or 15. All right, what's going on? What does this take 4? That was the worst struck out of all of them, but it'll be on the green. We'll see if we get lucky. Nope. Usually how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes I get lucky when I hit it so bad that the R10 can't even read it, but usually it seems like on the ones that it doesn't read, usually some of the better strikes, and I have to keep redoing it. I ended up with a result that's worse than the first couple that didn't read. But 1 over through 1, second hole par 3, 121 down 1. Usually this would be an approach wedge type of shot, but I put two brand new balls up and over the net already with that approach wedge today, so I'm gonna go choke down pitching wedge, and we'll see if we get this number right. Should be about, I think, like a 75% pitching wedge here. Or hit it really thin. Well, not exactly what we were looking for, but kind of what we needed. That was so bad it was good. Take the par. Alright. Third hole, 184. We'll go 6. Usually play this 796 iron to about 190-ish, but haven't been striking anything particularly well today, so we'll play it from 185. If we're long, so be it if I strike it well. Thin, but that was better. Should be relatively straight. May need to go just a little bit because I hit it thin, but even that's still fading. I wonder, I don't know. That one started straighter. I had that pretty much just a thin line drive straight. Garmin still had that fading a decent amount. Don't know. Don't know. Fourth hole, another par 3, 156 up 2. So we're at 158. Kind of ambitious for a 9 iron, so I'm gonna go with the 8. Usually I've been playing this to about 165, but that's not on the cards I don't think right now, so just gonna put a smooth swing on it. Again, want to just focus on hitting it a little bit better to finish off today. If I come up long, so be it. Hung back on it and popped it up. It's gonna be short right. And it is short right. Whether that actually went 152 or not sure, but that was definitely the result of that swing. Felt short right, it came out short right. 15 yards in the rough. Need about 16 and a half, 17 to be exact. I'm gonna go 60. Hopefully I don't have to hit this 4 times. Again, a little bit stabby and left, but at this point, anything remotely close to the green is welcomed. Unfortunately, it's a bogey, which isn't great, but just trying to, at this point of playing, trying to keep the score under 100. Alrighty, onwards we go. Fifth hole, par 3, 2 over, 170 down 2. So 168. Again, ambitious for an 8 iron. So already, I think I mentioned in every single video, but last time I was out here, contacted TaylorMade, sent back my 7 iron that the head was coming off, so I grabbed my 8 iron from the Sim 2. It should be about the same distance as I was hitting my 7 iron, my 770 7 iron. This Sim 2 8 iron should be about the distance. So was playing this to about 175 back in the summertime when I was hitting these and hitting them well. Probably won't get quite that much, but right around this number should be decent if I can put a strike on it. Straighter up, still popped it up. Should catch the front side of the green, I think. Hit that a little heavy as well. Par though. Alright. Got some water on this one to contend with. 6th hole par 3, 173 down 2. Well, guess we'll stick with it. Go back to the old Sim 2 8 iron. Oh, wow. That's probably going to be wet. That was really high and really right. Yikes. I'm falling apart. 148, down 1, and we're in the rough. So 147 plus another 15. 157, up into the 160s. We'll go 778 iron this time. One 8 iron to the other. I don't know. Definitely not hitting it good out here. That was definitely high and to the right, but I feel like considering rounds back here, rounds on course here, rounds in Florida on course, everything was left, and everything, no matter pretty much what I do today, has been right. So I do think I'm swiping across it. I'm not making great contacts by any means, but I do think me moving around the R10 has something to do with it. I think it's probably reading my swing path maybe a little bit differently than it has been. Still not struck great though. I'm not doing myself any favors. All that to say, I just find it somewhat harder to believe. Go. Jeez. I find it somewhat harder to believe that everything over the past, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, solid 4 to 5 months, everything has been left, and everything today has been right. So, don't know. 18 yards in the rough. This is going to be a horrendous score. Going 60. That one actually pulled a little bit left, but which is strange too, which makes me think I go back and forth if part of it or most of it is me, which probably is, but on the ones that I feel like I pull left, they do go left. Everything else has been right though, so I don't know. 7th hole. This may just be a strictly par 3 course, we'll see. 195. Down 1, we'll go 5 iron. At least I haven't slipped, fell yet. Alright. If that one goes right, I don't know. That was hit really good and it should be pretty straight. If anything, that should have a baby draw on it. And it's still fading a little bit. I don't know. That was hit good though. That was probably my best struck. Yeah, I'll take that. That's long, but That's a welcome miss there. That was hit good. Could be a little bit, even if it's not the height of the R10, could be a little bit of an alignment issue. Don't know, but didn't have that one fading as much. At least it was better struck. 146 down 2, 144. Let's try choke down 9-iron. Golf is funny though. I have the feeling right now, you play good, you want to keep playing. You play bad like I am today, I want to keep playing too. Feels like I want to hit balls for another couple hours out here and figure things out. That wasn't hit great. We'll see if it makes to the front of the green. That one should have a little bit of a draw on it, and it started to come back left, but then it stayed out to the right. I don't know. It's definitely going to be short no matter what, because I didn't hit it great. +3 all the way out there. Bogey. Alright, well, gotta put myself out of misery here. At least we're on to the 9th. We're 6 over. Jeez Louise. Final hole here. Let's see if I can make it on the green. 162. Going 770, 8-iron. Fitting way to end it. Yikes. Well, it's on the green. Alright, let's take a look at this. Ay, ay, ay. From El Diablo. Cool name, of course. Not sure where exactly. The village is huge. I'm not sure where exactly this is located, but cool name. 6 over 33. Double bogey on 6. Bogeys on 1, 4, 7, and 8. The rest were pars. 0 out of 0 fairways. All par 3s, so, I mean, that makes sense. But somehow we hit 6 out of 9 greens of regulation. Don't know how, but felt a lot worse than that. And then the putts, that sounds about right. 1 over 2 putts a hole, which is pretty bad. Usually want to aim towards 1, 1.5, so that's fitting for a 6 over on a par 3 course, but we made it. Finished off today. Got 36 in the snow. Again, whole reason why I came out here is just to switch things up a little bit. Should give you guys some different viewing aspects of, instead of my regularly kind of scenery out here for simulator rounds. At least this one with the snow should change things up a little bit for you guys, but we made it through. Definitely don't feel great about how I played today, but we hit maybe out of 36 holes 3 or 4 decent shots, something like that. But it is what it is. Hopefully next time hopefully we get some rain and all the snow melts. I'll come out here, be able to practice a couple times, really dial in whether I leave the R10 raised up about an inch as it is now, and really dial in my weather settings to where I feel like I'm back into a don't have as many doubts about some of the readings in the yards as I'm getting. But definitely just work on the swing first and foremost, work on those settings, and then next time I come out here, hopefully be in a better spot, both weather-wise, R10-wise, and more importantly, swing-wise, to hopefully put up a better score. But I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna go take a hike back there, I guess, and go look for those 2 brand new balls that I put up and over the net with that approach wedge. But like always, how I always end it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.